Okay, 10-minute timer for today's show. And I obviously just woke up, so I don't have time to put on a shirt and fix my hair. It's a little special treat for you, 4 to 5 people who watch my YouTube channel. Thank you. Namaste. This is what you get. This rockin' body looking shredded because I've been going to the gym regularly and then most recently irregularly. Ever since Earthfest, I haven't really been going because I've been tired and lazy. And man, it's really easy to get back into a lazy, I don't feel like going to the gym habit. Just happens so fast. I didn't even notice. I should probably go today. We'll see about that. Maybe not. All right, so today I wanted to share a little bit about a really cool movie that I just saw last night with Rita. She had somehow saw a trailer online for a movie called The Light. It's a German movie, and she sent me the trailer. I watched it. I didn't really understand. It was kind of like bizarre, and honestly, the trailer didn't give me a very clear idea of what the movie was about, but it was enough to be like, all right, I like artsy, I like weird, fuck it, let's go see it. We got nothing else to do on a Saturday night. Let's roll. Sunday night, sorry. So we went down to Ambassador Theater, Senjing Nanjing, or Nanjing Sanjing, one of those, and watched this movie called The Light. It was wild. It was amazing. It was definitely the best movie I've seen in over 2 years, for sure, top. I only say in 2 years because I can't remember what movies I've seen more than 2 years ago. It's all a big black hole. So I'm going to say best movie in 2 years by far. I've definitely watched a lot of movies in the last 2 years. This one's on top. Okay, but that doesn't mean anything to the 4 of you watching. I would say if you watched that movie, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and you liked that, you would love this movie. This movie is similar in a way, but I think even more wild, even more deep, even more like, whoa, oh my God. I mean, it was literally one of those movies afterwards, me and Rita are looking at each other like, what did we just watch? If you liked OA, the OA series on Netflix, you'll love this movie. It's kind of like has an OA kind of vibe to it. Not so much sci-fi, really, but if you watch it, you'll know what I mean. And if you liked the OA, you will love this. I think it takes the concept of a philosophical, cinematic, chaotic art movie that still has a very strong storyline to just the next level. And I think it's amazing because I think it really reflects what's going on and what's going on for a lot of us right now, like in our heads and how we see culture, how we're seeing the world, how we're sort of trying to deal with what's going on everywhere. And they did a really good job too, I think, of kind of showing the generational where people are generational because it's about a family, and so you kind of get a snapshot of like where these people are, and it's just brilliant piece of cinema. And I say go see it at the very least. Watch the trailer. Highly highly recommended on my Nobody's Watching channel. So, you know, if you came here for, I don't know what you came here for, opinions, that's my opinion. And if you came here by accident because you were like, who the fuck is this dude without his shirt on talking about movies? There you go. That's what it is. And something else. Let's going to keep this to 10 minutes. Something else I thought was interesting in the movie. So the movie kind of centers on, it doesn't actually center on, that's not the right thing, but a main character in the movie is this light. It's kind of like a strobe light thing that the woman sits in front of, and it has this kind of like hypnotic effect, and she travels in a way with it. Don't want to give too much away, but there's a light. It's an actual light and has this strobe effect. And it reminded me of this thing that I bought a couple years ago called a hypnose mask. And the reason I bought this is because years and years ago, I don't even know how many, I went to Bali and I did a month-long training with Anna Forrest and Jose Calerico of Anna Forrest Yoga, and it was amazing. And one of the people, there was a guy and his family, they were doing this training. He's a world-famous surfer. His name's Garrett McNamara. He was there. He's famous for riding like the world's biggest wave, like over 100 feet. And he has a show on HBO called 100-Foot Wave. I've never actually watched it, but it looks really good. Anyways, so he's there at this training in Bali, him and his wife and some of his friends. And one weekend, him and two of his buddies want to go do this sound healing experience at a place called Pyramids of Chi in Bali. And they had an extra spot. It was for 4 people. They had an extra spot, so they invited me. And I was like, sure, sound healing experience sounds pretty cool. Pyramids of Chi sounds interesting. So I go with them to this place, Pyramids of Chi, and inside of a little mini pyramid are 4 beds. They look kind of like massage tables. And then the host of this experience is explaining what's going to happen. And he's like, the beds are wired up to be vibrational. So they will vibrate with the sound. You'll feel that throughout your body. And then you'll also wear a mask. And the mask is an LED mask. And it will have some LEDs going during the experience. And all he said was, some people don't like the LEDs, so you can take it off if you don't like it, and it's not a big deal. So we start this experience, and throughout the whole experience, I am just having like a total acid trip visually behind my eyes, or whatever that is, if you keep your eyes closed and there's sort of this projection. I mean, I was seeing like rainbow tunnels, fireworks, oceans, sprays, just a kaleidoscope of crazy things going on in my eyes with my eyes closed. And at one point in the experience, I thought, oh, I think that the mask is actually like, there's like an LED panel in it or something, and it's their actual visuals that it's projecting onto a kind of like a screen. And that's why I'm seeing these things, because those things are actually programmed in. And, you know, a rainbow tunnel, there's actually like a rainbow tunnel on like a TV kind of. So that's what I thought was going on. After the experience, I talked to the other guys, and none of them had this experience at all. They're like, the thing was just basically strobing like white, yellow light, you know, the whole time, like back and forth. And that wasn't at all like what I experienced. I was just like shocked. None of the other 3 guys related to what I was talking about. They all just had a strobe. One guy also said he took it off. It was annoying. And I was kind of, I was confused. Like, wow, that's a very strange experience. So I asked the host of this what that's all about. Like, well, why did I have this whole crazy visual experience, very vivid, not like I'm just imagining, like I really saw this stuff. Why did I have that and these guys didn't? And actually he had nothing to offer me. He was basically like, I don't know, man, like everybody has a different experience, and some people have visuals, some people don't. It doesn't really mean anything, you know? And I was like, that's not really what I wanted. I was hoping he was going to be like, oh, that means you're the one. I don't know, something. Or at least give me some kind of deeper explanation behind that. I mean, my intuitive sense is that I've always been a very visual person. That's why I found myself in design, a graphic designer, working with web design, graphic design, everything I love doing. Most of the things I love doing are very visually focused. If it's photography, video, that makes sense to me. I feel like my spirit is in my eyes, and yeah, I connect with things visually. So it does make sense to me, but I never got an explanation. And to connect it back to the movie, or connect it back to this. So when I saw this, we're over 10 minutes. If you're still watching, you must be interested. So I saw this thing a few years ago online called the Hypnose Mask, and it's an LED mask that connects to an app, and then it plays some kind of different, you have some different meditation experiences that are like 20, 30 minutes, and then it does an LED sequence. And I thought this might be the same thing or similar. So I bought it, wasn't cheap, and I got it. And it's interesting, but it's not that. And that experience that I had in Bali at the sound healing thing that has not happened with this at all. So a big disappointment. And actually, I think their meditation apps, their sequences are kind of shit. The mask is cool. I think there's like tons of possibilities for this. And if I had the technical know-how, I wish I could hack it and set LED sequences to my own music or my own choice of things. And I even emailed the company about that. Like, why not create something that allows me to create my own sequences with the LED? It's already in there. It just needs to be programmed. And they ignored me. They're like, whatever, dude. You get what we give you. So real disappointment. I'm assuming somebody with technical know-how could hack this. I don't know anybody like that. So now I just have a mask that does some real basic LED sequences. Anyways, the light, there's this strobe light thing. It reminded me of the mask. It reminded me of Bali, pyramids of Chi, and kind of brought all that memories back. That's not what's happening to the people in the movie who are using this light. Actually, it's much bigger than that. But yeah, I was thinking a lot about it. And anyways, if you like the experience, the experience of a crazy sound healing vibrational bed LED thing sounds cool to you, definitely check out Pyramids of Chi in Bali if you're ever going there. Worth it. Amazing. And if you like really good movies that are kind of very deep, very artistic, The Light. It's a German movie. So here in Taiwan, we watched it with subtitles. They had English and Chinese subtitles. Perfect for me and Rita at the Ambassador Theater at Nanjing Sanming. I think that's what it is. So check it out. And today is Moon Festival Day here in Taiwan. So happy Moon Festival.